Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this decently sized box which has my Scentsy Club items in it. So I just have this box on my lap, so hopefully this goes okay. I'm just going to be setting the bars down here on my desk, which is also where my camera is, so hopefully there's not a ton of shaking. But yeah, these are the items that came in my club recently. This is my November club. I'm not sure when this is gonna go up, but I just want to clarify that it is November. This ships like mid-November, or processes, whatever. So to clarify, let's get right into it. If you're not familiar with Scentsy Club, you can always get your bar. So a lot of these are retired fragrances. So apologies if you're new to Scentsy and you're coming across this video and you're like, where do I buy Sugar Cookie? I have it in my Scentsy Club, so it's not really available, but these bars come back in limited time offers or what have you. I mean, I feel like these bars come back, bring back my bar, etc. They return at some points, but I don't want to lose them, so I stick them in my Scentsy Club. So Sugar Cookie is the first one up. I'm going to grab just a very simple Sugar Cookie scent, and I do believe you can still get the Sugar Cookie brick through Scentsy Club if you're missing out a little bit of Sugar Cookie. That one is just like a staple, and my mom also loves it, and I'd rather give her the bar and enjoy my brick, so that's why I have the bar in my club. Have a breakfast blend, which to me this one is the most authentic coffee that I've had Scentsy wise since I've been doing Scentsy or with Scentsy. So like late 2020. Yeah, it's the most coffee shop-esque or like coffee-esque to me. I had, was it coffee? Oh my gosh, it wasn't coffee shop. There was a different coffee one I had for a while, but I feel like it started to almost have like a floral hint to it, and I didn't actually like it as much as I thought I did. I think I just wanted something coffee, but that wasn't doing it for me. I don't even remember. I want to say it was coffee shop, but I think that might be the Country Candle sitting across the way from me that I'm thinking about. Anyway, next we have Walnut Raisin Muffin, one of my all-time favorites. I've had this in my club since October of 2021, 2021, something like that. It could be 2021. I'm not exactly positive. This is so good. So like honestly, one of the oldest scents. It is just what it sounds like, but hold the muffin. It has like a hint of bakery, but it's not like a muffiny. It's not super bakery forward. It's mostly the walnut raisin, which sounds kind of odd maybe, but it's so delectable. It's like the coziest fall scent of all time. I really love it. Okay, next we have Saint Nickerdoodle, and this to me is like a cookie. I don't know how to set this without dropping it or completely hitting this. This is like an appley cookie scent, and honestly this is one that when it's like not in season or I'm not warming it for a long time, I'm like, should I take it out? And then I warm it and I'm like, oh, I really like it though. So I guess you could maybe say this is on the chopping block, but like I continually don't cut it because then I warm it and I'm like, wow, it's so tasty. So there's that. Next we have Apple Cherry Strudel. So delicious. So good. I love Apple Cherry Strudel. This is such a yummy scent. 10 out of 10. It's really good. I can't believe they did away with that in the catalog. This is the November scent of the month, so this is newer and likely still available. This is Christmas Cookie. I really like this, and you might be thinking, girl, you have Sugar Cookie and the other cookie apple scent, like you need another cookie scent. This to me is the perfect blend of cookie and that hint of pine, which I know is not, you don't know that from the packaging. The scent notes tell you that. But if you didn't read the scent notes, I don't think you would actually know that it has that. I was watching some other videos and they said they weren't getting that pine, but I feel like I'm definitely getting it. And it reminds me of like Vanilla Snowflake or something from Bath and Body Works. They don't make Vanilla Snowflake anymore, but it really reminds me of that, where it's like mostly the vanilla with the hint of pine. Such a yummy combination. As soon as I smelled this when it came to me in last month's Whiff box, I was like, club. It's going in the club. You already know it. Okay. We have a creme de menthe. This is a pepperminty scent. To me, this is like a sweet peppermint, and I'm really into peppermint. There is probably going to be a couple of peppermints in here. So this one just feels very sweet. Not sweet like the other ones. It's different, I promise. This one is currently still available. I do believe it's Ginger Cookie Crunch. This is in one of the newer collections. I want to say maybe the holiday collection, and I threw a bunch of bars in that I hadn't tried into this club shipment because I knew it was coming. So I think Corey and I are gonna sniff through those, and that video might have gone up before this video actually. So or if not, it's coming. But I threw in a ton of bars that were new to me. So like the Disney signature collection, like the signature treats, Scents of the Season bars I hadn't tried. What else was in there? The ones that came with the Sugar Chalet warmer I threw in there. Maybe, was there more? Not sure if there was more, but I did a bunch of that. And so I came across this one and I totally forgot that it was in the holiday collection. I was like, that doesn't sound familiar. I'm going to pop it in. And I haven't warmed it yet from the holiday collection, but it smells so good. I'm like, okay. I realized after I like rechecked my order that I actually already had a bar of this, which it had to have been because of the holiday collection, which I ordered. It just smells like the most delectable, like cookie crunch. Like, oh, it just smells like a different rendition of vanilla bean buttercream, which I'm obsessed with. It smells so yummy. If you're a bakery lover, check this one out while it's still available, please. It smells so good. And I was nervous about the ginger, and we'll see when I warm it because I need to test the bar that came in the holiday collection, obviously. But I recently, Patricia G, she was talking about this, and I feel like she was a really big fan of it, and she said the ginger wasn't coming through a lot. So I'm really excited for it. Okay. Another bakery that I'm obsessed with. This is Frosted Cinnamon Roll. This came out in the fall time, but I do feel like you could probably do it year round. I honestly feel like pretty much any time in winter while it's cool, because it just is so warm and cozy. Frosted Cinnamon Roll, like it literally on cold, you're like, you warm it, so good. It literally smells like they're coming out of the oven. How many of these are bakery? You can tell I like bakery. Okay, Frosted Vanilla. I can't believe this one got discontinued. This is such a beautiful vanilla. It's like a vanilla with like a cool woodsiness. I can't believe they got rid of this because it's so good. I don't know if like the non-bakery people were like, this isn't bakery, because I just don't know how it didn't do well because I love it. But anyway, I put it in my club because it only was around for one season and it did not make a return, which I'm very sad about. This one is also newer. It's Apple Spice Season. This was from the Harvest Collection this year. This one, dare I say it, replaced Cider Mill. I am sorry, Cider Mill fans, but this smells so Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Apple to me. Because to me, Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Apple leans heavy on the apple, and so does this. Cider Mill is like a pretty even combo of apple pumpkin, and then like, you know, it has that cidery note running through it. This is very Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Apple, which is like a fall staple. So this replaced Cider Mill in my faves. Okay. We have some pineapple mint, not really seasonally appropriate right now, but this is like I love pineapple if you're new here. This is pineapple with a little hint of like a spearmint ran through it. So good. This one's been around for quite a while in my club. Okay, summer holiday. There's this one. This one is just so unique. It smells like, I don't even know, just like perfumey, floral. It's super pretty. Definitely summertime though. Spring, summertime, for sure. Okay. Toasted apple butter. I do believe this is available right now in the Scents of the Season collection. So this one is just like really spicy apple. Somewhat similar maybe to a baked apple pie, but maybe not as heavy cinnamon. Maybe a little bit sweeter cinnamon, but definitely heavy on the spice if you're nervous about spice, because that one is available right now. Whiteout, this is another peppermint scent. To me, this is a peppermint scent, which originally I wasn't gonna keep this, but Corey wanted me to. Then I warmed some of it and I was like, okay, do kind of like it. Do I love it? Whatever. It stayed because Corey wanted it. This is a bar that Corey likes. So this to me kind of gives spearmint gum vibes. I'm gonna be completely honest, but this one, when it's warming, which I didn't realize smelling it on cold, has like this woodiness that comes out. So it's like peppermint and like a wood note. Really, really warm and cozy actually, even though it's a peppermint. It sounds kind of random, but I think I did it like in August or like late summertime because I was thinking like it's a cool scent, it's a hot day, you know? And then this like woodiness came out of nowhere because I didn't know that was in the scent. Corey had warmed it like the whole entire bar previously and I was like, wow, this is actually really pretty. Okay, next we have apple and oats. This is just apple oatmeal, one season and then gone forever. The first season that I was like into Scentsy. So glad I added this to my club. The cold sniff doesn't do it justice, and I don't know if that's why it didn't do well because it's so yummy. Next we have Mint to Be Merry, which is different than the other mints. This is also in the Scents of the Season collection right now. This to me, if you're familiar with marshmallow mint, they're very similar. Marshmallow mint's a little bit more marshmallowy, but this is a very similar vibe with the marshmallow and the peppermint. So it's not the same as Whiteout. It's not the same as Creme de Menthe. It is a different peppermint. Promise. Something also about peppermint, now that I've like come around to liking peppermint, it's so soothing. So soothing. Another fave, these are all faves, obviously. They're in my club. Pink Leather. This one really shocked me because it came out in like, was it August? Was this an August scent of the month? I feel like that weird transitionary time of like July, usually August. When the month the catalog changes, there's always kind of a funky scent because it's like, do we do like the upcoming seasons? Do we do what the current season we're in? Like, I feel like the catalog transition scents of the months are always a little questionable, just my opinion. But this one was a hit. This one is like feminine, perfumey, pretty. It's called Pink Leather. It's definitely a little girly in my opinion. And I mean, it's pink, so who can turn it down? But it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. It's definitely like a conceptual type scent. It's not bakery. It's like clean, perfumey floral. Okay, another mint scent, but I promise this is Corey. So we have fresh ice in here, and I have a lot of fresh ice, let me be honest. But I'm keeping this for Corey. Corey wants this in the club, and so Corey shall have it in the club. This was the NHL scent, and this is definitely more of like peppermint, spearmint, but like sandalwood, bergamot. Like it's definitely a woodier type of, not the same woodiness as the Whiteout. I promise they're all different, I promise. Okay, toasted caramel sugar. This one is another one I feel like I smell and I'm like, do I need it? Because it kind of has that weird, you know when super sweet scents kind of smell a little off? I feel like I get that with this one. But then I warm it and it's like it's just so good. So yummy, just warm sweetness. It's just like, if you don't like gourmand or like cloying scents, don't ever reach for this one because this is like the most just like so sweet. It's so yummy though. Happy birthday cake, need I say more? Pretty pink wax as well. I feel like I get a funfetti birthday cake with this. Yeah, Recently I was watching Mr. Kong's mom and she was talking about how some people get like marble from this. And I was trying to think back if I remember ever getting marble. So I was like, let me just check it real quick. But I feel like mine's funfetti. I don't know if I've ever gotten marble. Lots of lavender. This one's fun. It's purple on the back. This one, it's just like such a pretty clean floral. It doesn't even smell like lavender, which is why I'm like obsessed with it. I don't know that's why I'm obsessed with it, but I don't like lavender, but this does not smell like that. It's so pretty. This, I feel like my club is like never helping me crave the season we're not in. I'm like, oh, smelling all these pretty summery scents. It's winter time. Okay, Cozy Kitchen. I have, this was in bricks last year, so I have a couple bricks, maybe like 1.5, but I had to put it in my club because it's my favorite. It's so yummy. I have a couple from that. I have another one in here that was from that brick stash, but this was probably my favorite from that. While I have other favorites, this was probably number one from that brick collection. This is just like cinnamon oatmeal, cozy, yummy. I did it at work a couple times, at least once for sure, and it was just so yummy. Bright Cider Life, another favorite. All these are my favorites. I can't believe they got rid of Bright Cider Life. This is the most unique, like hard to describe scent because it has, I don't know if it's the cider in here because it's like appley, but there's like almost it feels like it's woodsy, but I think it's the cider. And I never know how to describe it because I just can't put my finger on what it is, but it makes it so unique. It doesn't smell like the other cider scents that we have because we have a lot of those. And it's not like that. It's just something so unique. Okay, let me pull up the next. This has cider in it. And this was also from that brick collection. This is Holly Jolly cider. And it does not smell like that. It's completely different. I mean, granted, yes, this is like holiday, whatever. But if they're using the same like cider base note, they're completely different. It's just like that one's so unique with the cider. This one, the Holly Jolly cider, is like classic Christmas. I mean, I feel like I was gonna say red, obviously it's red, but like it just makes you think of one of those like red candles, like anything like that. Super, I would say like maybe a small hint of tree, warm, not overly spicy, but has a hint of spice, hint of like that fruitiness. Look at these drinks on the front, just warm and cozy. Absolutely 10 out of 10 once again. Okay, graham cracker crunch. This is like peanut butter graham cracker. Sounds not good, but it is. It sounds weird. Okay, then I have Palo Santo and cinnamon. This one I could potentially see being on the chopping block because on cold I'm like, do I like it? But I remember when I warmed it before it got discontinued, I really enjoyed it. This is probably one I'm going to test after the holidays in my open concept just to see what I think about it again, because I feel like this would be a good one like post pine but still warm and cozy because I really want to do a lot of my pine in December. Cranberry pumpkin spice. I think this is my favorite pumpkin scent. I say that every time I talk about it. I have some old bars of this that I'm still trying to work through, but yummy. It's so good. Homestead Holiday. This is a little bit similar to that Holly Jolly cider. It's like that warm, cozy, spicy hint of tree with like a orange or some type of like fruit in it, which usually isn't my jam, but I did really enjoy this Homestead Holiday. This was around when I was like first introduced to Scentsy, and then it went away and it came back in a sense of the season. I did not like it when I was like first around because I didn't like a lot of scents back then. Over time, I've really become accustomed to like really spicy pine, like peppermint, like scents that I didn't actually like back then. And so I'm on the train of this now. I didn't like it originally, but I'm back around to it. And last but not least, sweet plum pastry. Obviously not least, if you've been around Scentsy for a while, you know about sweet plum pastry. This one, once again, so unique. It just smells like plums or a very dark fruit and just like cooking in the oven and like bubbling up. Like you just took it out of the oven. It's still warm. and it's definitely like just some kind of plum pastry. It smells so good. It's so interesting. This one, to me, I feel like I need to start warming earlier in the season, because I feel like once it gets too late in the fall, like right now, I'm not into it. I don't know why. I just have noticed that over the years. Get the box out. I've just noticed that over the years that as like it goes on, I'm not quite, I feel like it could be a good late summer into fall. So if you're only here for the club, thanks so much. This is like club adjacent. So I actually got a Whiff box through my club. So if you're not familiar, if you have a certain threshold, I think it's like $60, you can get a half price item. And Whiff boxes are eligible for that half price item. So full transparency, once again, don't know when this is going live, but this is November's Whiff box. So I'm just gonna open it briefly in case it's not November anymore by the time you're watching this. And even if it's still November, it's definitely the end of the month. So let's talk about maybe the most relevant thing, which on top's the December scent of the month, because that will be relevant if it's still December. So Snowflakes and Sage. This is a full bar that was a sneak peek in the Whiff box. So I like the color of it. This definitely feels like sagey, but not too earthy. I feel like the green and December makes me feel like it should be piney, but it's not. Like I'm not getting any Christmas tree, balsam, pine. It's definitely very fresh, but I like that it's still green. It kind of, in a way, reminds me of sparkling magnolia. Like, I don't know why. I mean, what does snowflake smell like? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it definitely smells a little bit floral-ish, but not overly. Like, it's kind of masculine floral. Is that a thing? Very unique. Okay, I'm not offended by it. Am I like gonna immediately buy another bar? Probably not. But it's interesting. It kind of reminds me of Sparkling Magnolia, like the male version. Sparkling Magnolia is pretty female or feminine, I guess. This has like a bergamot or something undertone. I don't know. It's something like making it a little bit different. Interesting. I'm curious to see how that warms. It smells light. It feels light. I obviously haven't had it for that long. It just came in this Whiff box. Like maybe it could benefit from sitting around, but considering it's the scent of the month, we don't have time to sit around. I need to get out some samples of this, but it feels kind of light. So if you're into that or like into clean scents, check it out. Okay. This is also, Scents of the Season. Oh yeah, it says right on it, Scents of the Season, Merry Wonderland. So this is also in the Whiff box. This feels very like cranberry fizz. I don't know what the notes of this are. It kind of feels like very Merry Cranberry, like very, not artificial, but like maybe artificial. Okay, the bottom feels like maybe there's something else in here. Like almost a tree note, but there's some other things in here that are kind of tree scented, like pine or something, spruce, that I'm wondering if aren't messing with some of this. Because it's so faint. The top smells very much like cranberry fizz, like soda almost. Okay, now I feel like I'm getting something like warmth in the background, and I don't know if it's just in my head. Interesting. Corey always kills me when I like rub the bar to warm it up. That did not do that any favors. Now I almost feel like there's like an oranginess or something coming out. I don't think I like this. I don't think I'm getting down with whatever's in here. This smells funny. It feels fruity and fizzy almost, but then it almost feels like there's a warmth or something within there. I feel like I low-key have a headache now for smelling that one. I just like, that didn't sit well with me for some reason. Okay. A couple other things. We have a room spray in Silver Bells. This is, what is the notes of Silver Bells? It's such an odd combination of things. It's like pear, brown sugar, like a bunch of like odd things. And I feel like everyone's always worried that Silver Bells is gonna go away, which I totally agree with. I normally club it because I'm also nervous. So interesting that it came in this Whiff box. Sometimes the Whiff box is the kiss of death, you guys know. And then also, not available, you can actually get body creams, but we have a body cream in Swirling Snowflakes. I believe this is in the holiday collection. So Swirling Snowflakes was a scent in last year's holiday collection, 2 years ago holiday collection, something like that. It's sparkling peppermint, fresh air, and eucalyptus flower. It had the potential to be so good, but there was just something off about it to me. So I'm curious to see what it's like in body cream. Like I said, you can't actually buy the body creams through Scentsy, but they do this where they have them in limited time collections or like throw them in the Whiff box, etc. And I like them. So there you have it. Okay, I think these are both exclusives maybe. Like you can't buy these outside of the Whiff box, I think. So we have a River the Reindeer Cherries Jubilee scented buddy clip. Let's bust him out. Her, him, whatever. Very cute. Look at these. I feel like when they're in there for so long, they get a little bit, you gotta give them some love. There you go. So these have this giant clip that you can like clip them on, you know, diaper bags, kids' backpacks, whatever. Oh, little vest action. Oh, that's cute. And a little bow tied. I like it. Scentsy logo. I don't love Cherries Jubilee, but it's actually not as intense as I was thinking it was going to be in this packaging. So also if you're just going to store them up, just pop them right back in here so they don't lose their scent. Cap them up. So there you have it. Very cute, like smaller gifts for kids and stuff. Okay, and then the last little exclusive we have is this porcelain Christmas tree ornament. Is actually scented in Very Snowy Spruce. So they do ornaments with their like limited edition warmers, but I've never seen like this action before. So I'm really excited. We just put our tree up and we need to get some more ornaments. So, oh, that's fun. I feel like the texture, oh wow, it's so strong. Oh my gosh, I did not need to do all that. It is so incredibly strong, like Very Snowy Spruce. This is gonna make the tree smell very authentic. It's definitely heavy. This might make the branches on my tree really be sagging. It is definitely like very heavy. I feel like the texture of it almost makes me think of one of those things where you like drop essential oils on it. But I feel like it would definitely get stained because it's white. Like, I don't think you're intended to do that. It just like is reminding me of that. So it would have been cool if it was green, but then I guess you wouldn't be able to see it in the tree. It just kind of looks like a little bit bland being all white, but I guess it's porcelain, so, or whatever, porcelain ornament. It's definitely very, very scented. Wow. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if some of that was kind of like peeking through. I feel like this box definitely smells. So, okay. Paper box, I could see it. But I'm going to go hang this up. I'm going to keep it like capped until I put it on the tree, but I'm going to go put it up now that the video is over. So thank you guys so much for watching. Apologies if this is going up a little bit late, but I do want to prioritize some of my other videos. Like I said, I want to do the sniff throughs with Corey. If we get it filmed and ready to go by when I want to upload it, it will go up first. Otherwise, maybe you'll be seeing this and the sniffs will be coming later, the new scent reviews. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.